Okay, class. I've written my, turns out to be 2 pages long, my 2-page song critique of Eminem's "I'm Not Afraid," and I've uploaded the critique to the week 2 section at the bottom below discussion 2, so you can see the written critique and emulate that when you're doing your critiques. And then I've also uploaded the links to the video, and I've included the lyrics as well. So when you're watching this video, what you can do is pull up on another screen the lyrics, and before you see my presentation, watch the video again and see if I've captured some of the indexical, iconic, and symbolic meanings, and whether or not I've made the case that Eminem is in fact an important cultural artifact. Eminem's "Not Afraid" is a song about his overcoming an addiction to drugs and alcohol, and now not being afraid to not only tell his story, but to encourage others to step up and imitate him and do the same. In the first stanza, he is standing high on a building overlooking a city with a bridge across a river, and he raps, "I'm not afraid, I'm not afraid to take a stand. It's been a ride, everybody. I guess I had to go to that place to get to this one." Now, some of you might still be in that place. If you're trying to get out, just follow me. I'll get you there. By the time he finishes this stanza, he has descended from his mountaintop experience in the video and is now walking the mean, tough streets of Detroit, where he grew up. And for the next 3 stanzas, he is wandering these streets, encountering down and out people in shady places until he tumbles from a cliff and down a waterfall. But then he miraculously rises from the dark waterfall and flies up to where he began, high over a city once again. He contemplates his falling, his decision to leave the destructive life and rise again to a new life. And I just can't keep living this way. So starting today, I'm breaking out of this cage. I'm standing up. I'm going to face my demons. I'm manning up. I'm going to hold my ground. I've had enough now. I'm so fed up. Time to put my life back together right now. It was my decision to get clean. I did it for me. Admittedly, I probably did it subliminally for you, so I could come back a brand new me. You helped see me through, and don't realize what you did. Believe me, you. Iconically, the video presents Eminem as having fallen and risen again from a bad place. Indexically, we associate many things with high and low places. We talk about being up or down, and we associate inspiration and insight with so-called mountaintop experiences, even as Martin Luther King Jr. did in his "I Have a Dream" speech with the resounding chorus, "I have been to the mountaintop." On the other hand, being down on the streets, down in the valley so low holds indexical expressions of depression, addiction, and poverty. He ends the song with a call to others to join him, as well as a promise to walk together with them. "I'm not afraid," and then the antiphonal response, "I'm not afraid to take a stand, to take a stand. Everybody, everybody, come take my hand, come take my hand. We'll walk this road together through the storm, whatever weather, cold or warm. Just letting you know you're not alone. Holla if you feel like you've been down the same road." He uses the symbols or the symbolic meanings of the road and weather to end the song, symbols for lives lived in difficult circumstances. The symbol of the road has been used often to describe our lives as all sorts of roads, a long and winding road for the Beatles, and the weather as symbolic for the difficulties we encounter along the roads we travel in our individual and collective lives. And taking a stand is a powerful metaphor or indexical meaning for knowing who we are and sticking to our values. Taking a stand means not moving from the status where I am and the freedom from drugs, which Eminem has attained. I also want to argue that Eminem is a cultural artifact in the US because signs and texts become artifacts as they become charged with meaning, thus crossing a threshold into artifact status. And according to Brummett, an artifact can be defined as an action, event, or object perceived as a unified whole, having widely shared meanings and manifesting group identifications to us. Eminem is a unified whole in the sense that he stands for a white person who has become a hip hop star, and also the image of a person who has suffered and overcome poverty and drug addiction. For African Americans, he seems to mean something similar, a kind of crossover figure who has created a bridge between whites and blacks in the US. I think the fact that he is looking out over a bridge across a river in the opening and closing of the video suggests that he is a kind of bridge figure, bringing different communities together. Finally, Eminem would manifest group identifications to Gen X, Gen Y, and even Gen Z members who love hip hop and are traveling their own roads through stormy weather, hoping to get a glimpse of the world from some mountaintop and then be able to take a stand for themselves. Thank you.